Typhoon Dujuan rained at sunset here on Monday, the 28th of September, 2015. You see the clear banding around this storm system, the shadowing effect taking place here at sunset, and it really gives you a clear definition of how deep this eye wall is that's wrapping around it. And inside the center of circulation here, we are just seeing absolutely intense winds. And you might be thinking that's an exaggeration, but the reality is we actually have a wind report here. The island of Yonaguni here, that is towards the west of Ishigaki, of 81 meters per second. That is 291 kilometers per hour, 180 miles per hour. That is just absolutely intense. I don't even think that there was winds ever recorded in the U.S. that high, at least from a tropical system. And it's the fourth strongest wind ever recorded in Japan. You remember Goni? That had 255 kilometer per hour winds on Ishigaki, and we thought that was absolutely intense. That was the seventh strongest wind ever recorded in Japan. Now we have the fourth. And now our storm system continuing the track off here towards the west. The eye wall is still remaining intact here as it starts to slam into Yilan province there in northeastern areas of Taiwan. The winds are still a major threat with this storm. Coastal areas very well could see some damage. Good news is very sharp cliff faces along the coastline here. So storm surge not as high of a threat, but yeah, people living along the immediate coastline, you are going to be seeing some damage from them, some of those waves breaking over, and not to mention the rainfall. That is really the biggest topic here. Anytime you talk about a storm system making landfall there into Taiwan, we're talking about those rain bands just continuing the cruise on shore. We saw that with Sodalore last month, severe flooding in northeastern portions of Taiwan. We saw several villages completely cut off, major landslides. I think that's going to be an issue with this. This storm is now a violent typhoon that not only means the winds, but also accompanied with the rainfall. Now, JMA has down the 925 HBA, but really this is kind of old. I think that pressure is already probably increasing because the storm already is coming on shore. Actually see here in the latest imagery from the Himawari 8. Now the first one I showed you was just right at sunset. This is it coming on shore, and you can see that eye starting to deteriorate right here. And that really what is indicating you is that making landfall, the mountains interacting, a lot of that moisture getting squeezed out, and really flooding is still going to be a big issue even as this does push overhead. So it's going to be a long night for people here in Taiwan. Once the storm makes landfall, it seems like, yeah, it made landfall. That's the end of it. No, by no chance whatsoever. We're going to be seeing the storm weakening, but it still is a potent one. So for now, continue to keep you posted here at westernpacificweather.com. By the way, this is the last basically actually less than 24 hours total precipitation throughout the day today thus far. Some areas have already seen over 300 millimeters of precipitation there in Yilan County and also over towards New Taipei. So the threat of flooding definitely, of course, is there, guys. Actually, a few locations could see over 600 millimeters. That's well within the forecasted range as this does push overhead. Of course, on our Facebook page, we will continue to post new updates. Also, James Reynolds and Josh Morgan are there in Taiwan documenting this, so please do go check out their Facebooks and Twitters because that's going to be where a lot of the good information is coming through from professionals on the ground there. And if you are somebody that is residing here in Taiwan, you are being impacted by the storm, which is just engulfing the island out here, let me know. Some reports, some images that you might have as it continues to crash on shore here. All right, guys, stay safe out there.